Special day for you, Moshe, and we have a special breakfast and other things for you, and we'd like to invite everyone. First of all, this is a beautiful, beautiful representation of the people that come here to see Moshe. Not only every day, but during the week, during the year, and so forth, or classes and so forth. And Moshe has always said, Minyan is where it counts. Where people come to honor their loved ones who have passed away. It is where people come to connect with God. It is where people come to be part of community. It is a special place. As a Minyan, it is also a place where we can always count on finding Moshe, a person who is not only our teacher, but our friend. Someone who doesn't judge us, but guides us in the right direction. He helps us through all of our ups and downs and gives us strength to carry on. Part of today is this breakfast, which has been graciously and generously contributed by all of you here. Either people that have come to Minyan, or people that are friends of Moshe, who've come to many of the classes that he has taught. We also have for Moshe, for his discretionary fund, a wonderful amount of givings that we will present to him later on. Over the years, all of us, Moshe, all the years, all of us are here because we call you our friend, and we want to thank you for the part you have played in each of our lives. In Pirkei Avot 1:6, it is written, Yeshua ben Barakia used to say, make for yourself a teacher, and acquire for yourself a friend, and judge all men favorably. Rashi says on this, one who judges favorably will himself be judged favorably in heavenly court. Because of your love, warmth, and connectivity to each one of us here, we pray that God will also shine upon you in the new year and in many more years to come. The second part of today will be introduced by Audrey Polt, whose idea became a reality and basically brought us here today. A little change, like in services, we have Rosie.
Audrey and I'm going to stand in for Audrey for just 30 seconds, and then Audrey's going to... good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're delighted that we gather for this occasion. Moshe, what I want you to know this morning is that all of this began because dear Audrey came to me in her gracious and gentle way, and she said, an experience that I had was so moving that I have to do something as a result. And I said, Audrey, what was that experience? And she said, for the very first time I came to the Torah and read from the scroll, because Moshe had so lovingly and carefully taught me how to do that. And that was such a moving and special experience that she wanted to find a very simple way to say thank you. And she had an idea that she'll describe to you. What I told her is that that experience has been replicated in this community, be it the comfort that one receives after bereavement in Minyan, be it the learning of Torah reading, be it the learning how to recite tefillah and prayer in the Minyan, being in the simple environment and sharing and breakfast and schmoozing, be it the conversation and the connection. What I said to Audrey is, the little thing that you think you're going to do for Moshe Moshe is something that many other people want to resonate with. So Moshe, what I want you to understand about today is that this is, to quote you, the consecration of the many acts of kindness and caring and teaching and goodness that you've provided to this community and to an extended larger community that's not present today. And all of us celebrate in that joy and in that goodness. And there's a verse, Moshe, in the psalm that we recited this morning. Psalm 100 means more than Todah. This is a song of goodness, a song of thanksgiving. And the verse within that psalm, Moshe, that I hope today represents for your soul and for your heart is Ivdu et Adonai b'simcha, serve God with joy, with gladness, Bo lefanav, come before God, u'lir nana, and be fulfilled, be rejoiced, be in that sense of presence that is consecration and divine. And that I pray, Moshe, is what you'll take away from this very loving and genuine and spontaneous moment of gratitude and thanks. And now,
Thank you, Rabbi Shulman. That was so beautiful. Moshe, when we met less than a year ago to teach me to read the first Torah portion, one of the first things you discussed with me was the Chizuk Amuno minyan. Do you remember that? You told me that it meant so much to you and that it was so unique and it was a community, and even more than a community, it was like a family, and that everybody made a difference and everybody counts and everybody participates in his or her own way. Told me it was spectacular. And then you knew I was an album maker. You said, I would like to make an album of Minyan one day. But I knew, with your already overextended schedule, that to meet with me to make an album would be nearly impossible. So I decided to make the album for you, along with all the people here, your Minyanaires, your Torah readers, your class attendees, your family, and your friends. And in making the album, I found a common theme, and that was everybody here loves you and feels loved by you, and that you are the heart and the soul of this unique community. And so I just want to read a few quotes from some of the contributors that were themes. I never came to shul until I met Moshe. Moshe exudes kindness and has the willingness to help each of us find strength and meaning in our faith. I wait for a hug every day because I know I can face the day with hope. Moshe gives so generously and freely of his time. Moshe has much success in helping people move beyond whatever their stage of knowledge and skill. Moshe treats everyone with respect and compassion. He draws out the best in others. Moshe is a listener, a scholar, a teacher, a mentor, a mensch, a leader, a human encyclopedia, and most importantly, a friend. A warning, knowing Moshe will bring about changes in your life. I would like to thank all of you for contributing to this album that we're going to present to Moshe. And I would like to give some special thank yous. First to Arnie Feiner. Where's Arnie? I waited for Arnie's emails every day to see who was going to show up at the morning minyan to get pictures. And it was a great way for me to get to know all of you, because I think I know everybody in this room now. And he was my roving photographer and reporter. He even made visits to people. He would talk to people in supermarkets even. And so thank you so much, Arnie. I want to thank Ruth Ann, who put up with all my calls and questions for us, Ruth Ann.
Are you good?
A very, very special thank you to Randy Glassman, who was at the Minion, and Randy helped to put the album in order, and really took over and did this beautiful, beautiful breakfast, which incidentally turned out to be much more than the modest Minion breakfast. She did quite a job, flowers and all. Thank you so much, Randy. Also, thanks Steve Pomerantz, who so generously came to have something on video for us. And just thank all of you. I'm so touched to see all of you here. Moshe, it was a privilege to make this album for you and an honor to present it to you this morning in front of everybody. Everybody wanted to be a part of it.
First of all, thank you. No matter what I say, it won't be right, so that's truly, 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 this is no schmear, this is for real, real truth. What we celebrate is you. What we celebrate is us. Regardless of how good the individual person is, without the community to make the covenant, the contract, this is impossible. God himself, to whom there's no second, needs the Jewish people and ultimately mankind to buy into a covenant, into a contract. He needs our will to make reality come true. As much as I'm the ritual director and I may be the yeast, you can't make bread with yeast alone. You need flour, you need water. And it is the contract that we make, the unspoken contract when we come together at Minyan, that makes this possible. And the great secret, the great truth of what we are here is that covenant, that commitment. Everyone counts in Minyan. This is possible. This is the great secret that we have to rediscover, that by coming, and Jack didn't know this morning that we're going to have a whole meeting full of people, but he showed up. How many? 120? 124. The impossible is for real. We need to buy into that idea that together we can make the impossible. All of us here, without exception, have been torn out
of a homeland, a home setting. We've been in exile for so many thousands of years. We find home. We find a place where we feel safe and secure. The psalm this morning, it is you that I seek, says my heart. It is you that I seek, says my heart. We all need to have a place to go to feel loved, assured, and accepted, and enabled perception. And we're here today because of this. This is the secret. This is the elephant in the room. And beyond the elephant, all right, let's do this the Jewish way. Zeh Eli ha'aveil. The Jewish people at the crossing of the sea said, this is my God, which I will worship. This is my God. I worship this. This possibility of coming together. When I came here 23 years ago, my heart was shattered and black and disintegrated. And you here in this minyan put it together piece by piece. The scars are there, but it is together. All of us in minyan who come and buy into this possibility make this a reality. And together, the impossible is possible. I also want to say a couple of words of gratitude, and for each and every one of you here, words cannot suffice. The way this system is built is that we need to have a rabbi. And through the rabbi, we have a direct line to God himself. Moshe Kibel Torah Sinai. Every rabbi introduces himself with that card. Moshe Kibel Torah Sinai, Musara Yoshua, Yeshua Levi. Through the presence of a structure, of a system, and the privilege to work with the rabbis of Chizuk Amuno, and with Rabbi Shulman, with Rabbi Zayman, and Rabbi Wexler, and the others. You are in the presence of supreme power, which empowers you. To the Chazan, to Dr. Schneider, and to all the other leaders, and my good friend, Avi Reisner, God bless you. Really, truly, it is the structure that allows you to be part of, that makes you aware who you really are. And we are indeed in God's image. We are indeed powerful and capable. To know that, to buy into that possibility, allows us to make the impossible true. And as we all saw, the events recently in Israel and today, that's possible because we buy into the idea of what's possible. And from my heart of hearts, truly, to my wife Nancy, who has been with me over 40 years and put up with me. And a beautiful, gorgeous girl with a video camera. So know this to be true. We are in God's image. We possess the potential of being infinitely great. Buy into it. Believe it. It's true. Come experience. Come experience the thing that you have no idea is in fact true. And just as this came to be, the reason we're here this morning, and Audrey, thank you so much. It's true. It really is. Give it a chance. That's right, Morton. Come to shul. Know this. We are all written in the book of life. Life is eternal. To live in that state of grace and to embrace that is to know true peace and to overcome the greatest of losses that life brings our way. So to you all, sweetness and kindness and good health, and as my dear friend Rob says, mazel, mazel, and more mazel. Shana tova.
It's no coincidence that today is opening day for the Ravens. And I do not think that Audrey, in her great wisdom, and all this hard work she did, I don't think she looked up to see that fact. So the coincidence is that Moshe shadows the opening day for the first time in history of Poland. Because we have no better coach. You know, he likes to use words like eternal, but I would like to use the word infinite today, a new word for Dr. Shualy. Dr. Schneider, Rabbi Schneider, and I are going to bless him for the many, many, many infinite times he's blessed others. He's blessed every single person in this room. The truth is that even God probably stopped counting how many times Moshe is our Moshe. Moshe still transmits the message of Moshe Rabbeinu. He's humble. I've been privileged to watch him share with you, the minion, from Nancy and Rebecca and Mordechai and David and his imahot and his avot. When he says words, he knows what they mean beyond what they mean. He's a very special human being, and I'm blessed to call him my close friend. So when you do catch any of the Ravens game today, remember he's the one that stood on the sidelines for you, and he stood out in the forefront, and he was there when phones rang during services. He was always there, but he's the one that answers the call. Okay? We're going to bless this wonderful man. We'll ask you to rise, please. Yivarech Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Yair Adonai panav elecha lichoneka. May the Lord show you favor and be gracious unto you. Yisra Adonai panav elecha v'yaseh lecha That's for the shofar. May the Lord show you kindness and grant you peace. Thank you, Audrey.
We do have to go, but we won't go before we bench. So let's do this quickly. Back to the bencher.